This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Applied Botanics, premium, consistent, and affordable wellness for all. Each of their products features a specialized formula with targeted terpenes to give you a CBD experience that helps you live happy and healthy. And just newly added to their CBD lines, in addition to their drops, are new topicals that you can roll on and edibles to help you find your balance. Visit appliedbotanics.com today and use code word Popko Project at checkout to receive 30% off your first order. Applied Botanics. Live happy and healthy. This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Keller's Garden Center and Landscaping Services. Whether you need plants, trees, sod, mulch, rock, flowers, topsoil, grass seed, straw bales, or anything you need to help your lawn look its best, Keller's has you covered. Located in Exeter, Pennsylvania, near Blue Ribbon Dairy on Kern Street. Mums and fall items coming soon. Check out Keller's Garden Center on social media for more information. My guest today is a beats producer and rap battle artist hailing from Hazleton, PA. We talk about his upcoming rap battles, why he went from creating his own music to sticking with creating beats for other artists, how he got his name, and why he is the biggest nerd in rap. Welcome to the show, Nate Will. And we're live. Nate Williams.
How you doing?
Nate. So I didn't think you could get any whiter until I saw your name on this Nathaniel.
Oh.
Your street cred's going away, buddy.
I have street cred?
Yeah, sure. We all
No. No. I'm the nerd rapper. That's the label I was given from the start. If I have street cred, there's things seriously wrong. Well, Nathaniel is always. I rarely tell people my full name. A lot of people assume it's Nathan, so I never correct them. But I changed. I made sure people call me Nate. So.
Well, I'm sorry to blow up your spot there.
It's all right. It happens.
I'll never forget. We were doing the NAPA Scene podcast. This is probably, what's that? Probably 3 years ago at this point.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you were like the token black man in the corner.
Yep. I was just like, let's just rock out.
Well, you had your flannel shirt on.
I became a meme because of that. It's like, because I had my head down for half a second, I guess, and someone because everybody knows I love cranberry juice. And then the meme said, when your wife says there's no more cranberry juice, because I drink like 2 gallons a week.
That's good for your urinary tract.
Yes. Right? Yep.
There you go.
Yep. So that was really funny out of that.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
But
and then didn't we have one after that?
Maybe I wasn't there for that one. Because I think this is the first time that you and I will have the chance to kind of talk since that point.
Yeah.
Outside of the, back and forth on the internets, and
I'm still trying to get you to battle.
Dude,
I'm still gonna. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
It's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Right. Okay.
Hey, dude, I can't. So I was watching your rap battle again today. Again, like I said, I saw it back when it came out when you sent it to me, but I was listening to that again just to kind of give myself a refresher, and we'll get into that in a bit. But I was like, I can't even talk when I like strategically try and think about what I'm going to say, right?
Right.
And you like just the words fall out of your mouth clearly and quickly, and that's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
The funny thing about that is I have a severe stutter. So it takes me a lot to focus on saying, I over enunciate words.
Okay.
So if you listen to how I actually rap, you're actually hearing me. Like if you said the word, it's like, oh, it's that way. But whatever word it is, I'm usually over pronouncing it because I'm trying to think to say it clearly. So that's why I rap like that.
Okay. But still, I mean, it's very well done. And
Thank you very much.
I don't think that I could. Well, I'm not going to try, and I don't think I ever could.
Almost had him.
I know you want me to battle Fast Freddy.
Yes,
Freddie Fabry,
right.
Formerly of 979X fame, formerly of Breaking Benjamin fame, formerly of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders fame.
Guys, he's all for it. That's the problem.
See, I'm afraid of him. I see. He's been doing these, nights out at Rob's Pub and Grub in Larksville.
Right.
He has a little jingle that I think he created off the cuff
for the. Oh yeah, yeah. If he can freestyle, you're in trouble.
And he gets on these things where he's like promoting the night and talking about what's going on, and he's quick, man. He's real quick.
And if he can get the crowd early.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe you shouldn't battle. maybe not. Maybe not him.
No, I'll stick to riding the Red Sox and the streak that they're on, because the Red Sox are kicking the Yankees' ass this year. Eat shit, Freddie. Let's leave it at that. I think the Yankees won maybe one game so far against the Red Sox this year.
Wow.
So yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'll never forget. He started mouthing off. It was early 2013. Started mouthing off real early. It was probably April. And the Red Sox came back and they won the World Series that year. And then he started mouthing off in 2018, real early. The Red Sox won the World Series that year.
Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't.
Freddie started mouthing off early this year too. So I'm hoping it's a trend. But then again, he mouthed off early every year. He's that scummy Yankees fan.
Oh, here
starts
we go.
Chirping real early in the season, and he's just annoying. That's who Freddie is, and that's fine.
I was too much of a nerd to have a team. Like the last time I had a team that I was like even remotely interested in was it had to be the Carolina Panthers, and I don't remember who the quarterback was back then. It was a long time ago, and I was like. Probably in the early 2000s.
Was it Kerry Collins?
No.
Man, who was the Carolina Panthers? Well, good thing we have the internet at our fingertips.
Yeah, it was definitely the early 2000s. The last time I really paid attention to football.
Yeah, I mean, I think football has kind of fallen off the radar over the years for many different reasons, but. We won't get into that, but I mean, back to Freddie. There's places for people like Freddie in the world. I mean, we need people like that.
Oh man,
I mean, I don't. Kerry Collins was
all right. Probably, yeah. Then probably him.
Vinny Testaverde, maybe. I can't get a nice year by year list here, but whatever.
Right.
So that was your last team that you liked?
Yep. Yeah, because I get so into my writing modes, and I'll be making beats and I'll be just so focused on that I really don't watch TV or getting I feel like it's a waste of time, so that I could be making another X amount of beats doing that. So I usually get into those zones. And
well, I will agree with you there, and I think it's as I got older. I've become aware of the fact that the time that I have, the extra time that I have, is very limited. So for me to spend an entire afternoon, maybe it's just watching one game or two games, but let's say it's specifically the Eagles, who I'm a big fan of. You spend 3 hours watching them, typically lose. It's like, man, I could have done a lot of things with that 3 hours that I can't get back now. So it's like, now if they win, it's a different story. It's like, okay, well, at least I got to watch them win. But still, even then, it's like, man, that was a long time that I just wasted. But I can't even watch movies that are longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, nope. I tried to watch. It took me 3 times to watch Lord of the Rings. I was like, nah. No.
I went to see that with my friends in high school. Yeah, I think it's for high school. Forget it. That's that's way too much. That's way too much.
It's cool, and you're like, all right, so this. I always wondered, like, what was the thought? Why was it so long? But I guess you have to capture the story and everything. But like, you could have condensed some of it.
Can you imagine trying to make a movie that long now with the way the attention spans are these days? I can't imagine. Maybe they do. I don't know. Again, off my radar.
Right, exactly.
Last long movie I watched was The Transformers, but I think back in like 2011.
I don't even get to watch the movies because my son he's all about Teen Titans and what's the other show he likes? Someone with dinosaurs. He loves dinosaurs. Anything Jurassic Park.
How old is your son?
He's 6.
Okay, so a few years older than mine. Yeah, my kid loves dinosaurs too. Yeah, it's amazing what they watch these days.
Mm-hmm. He loves. He's breaking down the dinosaur. One day he told me I reminded him of a dinosaur, and he kept saying the headbutt one, okay. And I looked up this dinosaur, and I'm like, I kind of look like this dinosaur with the shaved head. I'm like, at least he's kind of badass. He headbutts stuff and it breaks bones. I'm like, cool, I can live with that.
Now, does your son... So, when I was growing up, I think there was a handful of dinosaurs that existed. It was the T-Rex,
yep,
a Brontosaurus, Triceratops, Pterodactyl, and Stegosaurus, I think it was.
Right.
I've come to find, and I've come to learn over the last few years that my son, there's many more dinosaurs than that, and it's amazing how he could say their names better as a 3-year-old than I can as a 38-year-old.
Yes. He'll be like the Spinosaurus and the Velociraptor, and he does this and his claws. I'm like,
yeah.
Is he your friend? Like you're sponsored by? Like you have to break him down.
He's a carnivore. He eats meat. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. You're 3. Get out of here. Stop embarrassing me.
Yeah. But isn't it amazing how like they teach you? Children teach you things no matter what. But like the things that they teach you when they're not even trying to. That's the beauty of being. I've found so far as being a father. It's the things that they teach you when they're not trying. They're just being themselves. Yeah. That's because I have a 22-year-old, I have a 21-year-old, I have a 7-year-old, and I have a 6-year-old. Then I have a grandson. Now
let's clear this up really quick for the listeners because last time you told me this story, I'm like, wait a minute, I think Nate is like 30, and if he's got at the time it was like 19-year-old, I'm like, this doesn't make much sense.
So I have two older daughters.
Right.
They're adoptive.
Right. Okay. See.
So they're biological.
I think that's
my
important.
younger two are from my daughter's mother and my wife.
Right.
My wife is my son.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's important to say that because, like I said, I remember, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people like I'm 32 now.
Yeah. So yeah, you were probably like 29, 30 at the time. Yep. I'm like, wait a minute, this math doesn't add up. You had a kid when you were 11.
I just and a lot of times because I'm a bastard like that. I just let people I love the people like trying to figure it out, and then they see the kids and they're like, wait. Oh man.
But still,
I think it happened with Gus. Gus goes, he saw my daughter walk by. We were talking on the phone, and he goes, "Who is that?" I'm like, "That's my daughter." He goes, "Excuse me, what?"
Wait, what now?
What? Yeah.
Come again?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. So that's pretty wild though. Like, so regardless, you're still a very young father to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's neat.
Yes, it's interesting because I never realized like how much your son takes from you and your daughter. Like, I never thought I would have kids. I never thought I'd be a father. And now that I am, it's like, this is big. And I've never heard, like, I talked to my dad a lot about it. And like, how do you feel seeing your grandkids? And he's not a very talkative person, but he said, this is cool to see the progression. I'm glad to be a part of it. Like that, it's cool to have those conversations like with your children and my dad, so it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wild ride for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I would have done it earlier. We had our son when I was 35.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my wife and I think we were kind of like on the fence. Like, I think we knew we wanted kids, but like we were having a lot of fun, like, traveling and doing things. My wife was in school for a million years, so that kind of prolonged the whole thing in general. But yeah, when he was born, I was like, wow, I wish I would have done this early, because I'm afraid now that I'm going to be the old dad.
Mm.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, I just want to be able to make sure that I could, like, play catch and maybe
right.
shoot a basketball.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, when he graduates, I don't want to be that guy with the cane.
Mm.
Like, who's that old man? That's my dad. Also, your grandfather.
But I get mixed reactions when I drop off my son to school. It's like, how old is, like, because he's, I don't know, because a lot of people think I'm like, my wife and I are close in age, but they think I'm older a lot of the time. So that's the funny part with that.
Maybe it's the beard.
You know what? No, but if I shave this beard, I look horrible. I look horrible.
Or maybe it's the fact that he looks like Shaquille O'Neal.
Jeez. I do not. I
Yes,
do not.
You do.
Okay.
You look like Shaquille O'Neal.
Now that I'm on a platform that I can say this, I do not look like Kevin Garnett. I do not look like Dave Chappelle.
You don't.
I do not look like Eddie Murphy. I
wouldn't agree with any of those.
a lot of you have no idea how often the people come up to me and be like, you just look. No, I don't.
You look like none of those. Those three that you listed, you do not look anything like them.
I get those all the time.
You are Shaquille O'Neal.
At 5'7".
Well, no one knows that right now.
Oh, well, yeah. Right.
They can only see your chest up.
I just gave myself away. Nice.
Could have rolled with that. You're only 5'7"?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep. And everybody thinks I'm tall. I'm like, nope. I'm sorry to disappoint you. No, I'm short.
That's funny. That's funny. 5'7".
Gus came here to Hazleton, and we went out to eat, and he goes, you're short as shit. I'm like, all right. Okay, let's go eat. I don't know what else to say to that, but thanks.
Maybe you are white. Nathaniel.
Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I saw maybe you can shine some more light on this. Today is July 27th. This will probably be released to the internet's late this week or early next, but did I see that you just lost a significant amount of weight?
Yes, I was 287 as of like 20 minutes ago. I am 244.
Damn, dude! And then you lost like 10 inches too, right? 10 inches.
Yep.
Not in height.
Yes. Yep. I think I'm a 36 now. Yeah.
Okay. Good for you.
I just by drinking water and cutting out the bread. So and stop drinking alcohol. So that made a huge difference.
So basically, you're not having any fun. Is what you're telling me?
No, not at all. Not at all. I can't even have McChickens anymore. This is bullshit.
No pasta, no beer, no. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Just eating ice cubes.
Yeah, like you're pregnant in the hospital.
Ice cubes and celery. Oh man.
Well, that's cool, man. Like what brought that on?
I saw a picture of myself and said, I look like death warmed over.
Yeah.
I look like a brown bowling ball in gym shorts. I can't live like this. And then the rapper in me came to my brain. I'm like, if they saw this picture, they would meme it and make songs about me. I'm not going out like that. So and I'm and I already have a few people who don't like me as an artist. So I don't need any more ammo out there. So I had to change that real quick.
Yeah, imagine if you're entering a rap battle, you would probably be setting yourself up for.
Oh, round one would be theirs. They're like automatic. If they bring out a picture of that, done. There's no matter what I say.
We shouldn't call this round one. We should call this round Nate.
Yeah, done. Oh man, that's actually my biggest fear. Like just for someone to just have I have these reoccurring dreams now that I'm rap battling, that I go to a battle and I only have one round, but it isn't the round to start the battle off. Like it isn't the first round. Like it's only the third. So I don't have any material for the first two rounds except the third.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually getting at that level now too myself. My kid not too long ago said or asked me if I had a baby in my belly. That was like the first thing in the morning, getting ready for school, getting him dressed and all this. He looks at me and he goes, "Do you have a baby in your belly, Daddy?" Fuck.
That
cut deep. I mean, I haven't made any changes yet, but
I haven't done anything about it, but it hurt. I just know it hurt, kid.
It got me deep.
that was a sucker punch. I'm just saying.
Like, this is all your fault. This is your fault. I shouldn't say that because I joke too.
I haven't lost the baby weight because of you.
I joke too. I say even if he wasn't around, I still probably wouldn't work out, but at least I had the option to.
Right. Now, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm at the point too. It's like, am I at the point of no return? I think I'm on the cusp, right? So I can either fix it now and I have time, or I can just go full steam ahead and say fuck it. I don't know.
I would. For me, I just felt like a lot of those things, like the drinking, alcohol wasn't doing anything. Like I wasn't. It wasn't something I would miss. So I just knew that was affecting me negatively anyway. So I was like, that's an easy. I can stop drinking. Now drinking water instead of juice and everything, that was harder for me. That's a lot harder for me.
Yeah, a lot of sugars in juice, right?
Yep. Let me take
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah, exactly. Go.
Who let the dogs out, Nate?
There we go. Sorry.
This is the world we live in now. We're doing interviews from home. You got kids, we got dogs, we got everything going on. Hopefully, one thing, like I hate doing these via Zoom. Like my eventual goal is to have a studio,
right,
where I can invite guests in, sit face to face, have conversations, shake each other's hands. But the world was weird for a while when I launched this, and I feel like it's almost getting weirder again as time goes on. But I feel like it became the norm, so people are a little more forgiving when the audio is not that great, or
right.
a dog starts barking. So that's good, and it's also very convenient because you're in Hazleton, I'm a little further north than you. And it's 8:30 at night. We can do this at our leisure, so that's been a positive. But eventually, I want this to be the sound better,
right?
From an audio standpoint for sure. But we'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Definitely. You got the eye for it.
That dog hates us. The dog's like, "Yo, we're not doing this interview tonight." Nate right now is mouthing something.
Could you put the dog out for me?
This is very important.
Thank you. Right.
Hey, sorry. No worries, man. This is what we're dealing with.
Hi, buddy. Yeah, he's tired. Sorry.
See, children, dogs, everything. That's what happens, man.
We're good.
But what else is new with you? I mean, like
Nothing. Just I have a battle coming up in August, on the 28th. One rounder, and then I have an actually even bigger battle in, I can't say where it is, but it's on a big platform as far as battle rap is concerned. In September 25th is the date, so I'm really excited about that. That'll be my first 3-round rap battle.
Now, is the length of the battle? I mean, is it hard? I mean, obviously, yes, 3 rounds is more difficult than one. But is it because you need that much more material?
See, well, for this, the 1-rounder, that's their standard round. Like it's 1 round, 4 minutes, so that's their standard for newer people, so they can get a used to rapping for that a length of long period of time. So that it kind of shows who's who in a 1 rounder. So like it shows you who you want to move, like, and market more on your platform if they, depending on how well they rap.
Gotcha.
That's my understanding of it. The 3-rounder is just like, because they usually do 3-1. That's their format. So this is a different. The bigger league is completely different. So we'll see. I'm actually pretty nervous to write 3 rounds because of how I write. Because I rap really fast. So to write a lengthy round is easy for me, but to write like 3 2-minute 30 rounds is going to be difficult because I'm not much of an editor. I usually like almost everything I write, but and that's what I learned to edit, and then so that's where I'm at right now, editing and going through what bars would go better for what opponent. So,
and as far as writing for a rap battle, like, what does that look like? I mean, you mentioned you're pretty quick, and we'll talk more about the one you have recorded and that lives online. Yeah, you're very quick. So like, you might be fitting in. Let's call it 1,000 words versus someone who's doing 800 because you're very fast. Like, I mean, how do you write that and memorize that? I mean, like, there's probably a lot that goes into it, and I don't know anything about it. I mean, it's probably very difficult.
For me, I have I'll be the first to tell you, I have a horrible memory. So for me, I have to write a certain amount, like let's say 8 bars, and then I have to repeat those 8 bars 12 times, and then I start to write that next 8, and then I repeat those over and over again until it gets a natural, like I can figure out the flow, because it's a cappella. You have to figure out a pattern. Like with battle rap, modern battle rap, it's in my understanding of it is it's performance art. You're not only have to be witty, you have to engage. You have to be entertaining. It's like a 1-man play. Your job and this play is to make the other person look as stupid, as incompetent, and as the most horrible human being, the most worthless human being you can imagine. And for me, I've always done that even in my music, and that's why people always told me I should battle rap instead of do music, because my music, truthfully, it's kind of mid. Like, it's not that good. It's like, it's good for rippity rap, but it's not palatable for someone who's just casually listening to music. You can't dance to my music. You can't just vibe to me because I'm overthinking everything. So that's why I kind of stepped back from making solo music and started battle rapping again and making beats.
Well, it's funny that you said that, your job in a rap battle is to make the other person look stupid. One of the lines from your rap battle that is available on YouTube right now, the line is, "You're ugly and can't rap. Pick a struggle." I lost it at that. You're 2 of these things and you suck at both. Pick one and stay with that.
No. Oh man. I actually for half a second felt bad, but No, this no. Actually, the one that I actually was like, I almost took out the serial killer line was the one.
Yes.
That someone told me that like they're like, bro, you got to chill out. Like, what did the crowd do to you? I'm like, I don't know.
I remember that part. So yeah, I remember that part too. I can't remember the whole setup, but yeah, I remember.
I said, if you're here to cheer for this inferior, I hope you die at the hands of a serial killer.
Yeah,
that's something like that.
And then you said something about I can't remember, but something about looking like Patrick Ewing's mustache.
Oh yeah. There's another rapper named Point Blank Range on that league. And he does look like him, but if you put Patrick Ewing's mustache on him, so yeah, that's why it was. See, that's another thing that you got when you're battling, you got to know your audience. In certain leagues, you have to say key things. It's a little bit of pandering, but you have to know your audiences, things that they're going to be they're going to talk about, they're going to connect with. So you have to be mindful of what you're talking about. Because if I started doing my like lyrical miracle, not everybody's going to connect with that. I have to find a balance between what I do, what I like, and what I know works.
Yeah.
With my style. So that, yeah.
Another line was something about God and gin, and Jesus and gin. And it looks like you were put together with odds and ends.
Oh yeah. You look like you talk to cops with confidence. yeah. I was on one with that one.
So that was obviously recorded. It's on again. It's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You can check it out there. But I mean, was that obviously recording? It was planned, but how much time did you have to prepare? Obviously,
months.
You knew who your enemy, so to speak, was. So it took months. So it's
months.
So it's,
I watched, but the thing is, with me, I watched probably 2 battles of his and figured out, okay, I'm not gonna go too crazy with trying to attack personals or nothing because I don't know him, but I don't care. So I'm just gonna show him that I can out rap him and just. And if the funny thing is, that's my first battle in 7 years. And I lost the one in 7 years ago. I was too confident. It was a 3-round battle. I only came with the first round and I choked. And the guy I was battling, who's actually one of my good friends now, we're in a group together, Blade. And I had a beef with a rapper, and he made a punchline about it, and the crowd ate it up, and I lost. So I said it took me 7 years to be like, all right, I need to get my redemption and just like show people I can actually do this. So I did it.
And you kind of alluded to the people that are there, and you mentioned like pandering to them. How important is it to, because you have an audience too. I mean, how important is it to, to you as an artist to make sure that they're there saying like, oh shit, like, or whatever it might be. Like, how do you feed off that?
Since I only did it once, really like fully, like a complete, relatively clean performance. I'm a crowd based. I need crowd reaction, but I have to fight for them because of how I speak. Like I'm not speaking. I tend to overthink what I'm saying. So a lot of like I have to learn how to sell what I'm saying, not as condescending.
Right.
So I never want to make somebody, I never want to make the crowd feel dumb. Right. So that's why I'm learning for this next battle. I have to figure out, all right, I'm going to do what I normally do, but condense it, make it cleaner, make it less flowery. But it doesn't need that extra. I don't need all the extra words. So I need to be this. I'm trying to make a point with this one. I'm writing this with the chip on my shoulder in mind. I'm mad. They put me at the bottom of the card. So.
And you said that one's in August?
Yeah.
August 25th?
August 28th.
28th. And can you say where that one is?
Berlin, New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. Cool. So you're traveling for this one.
Yep. The next one is even further.
Okay.
It's in Atlanta. I can say that. I'll say it's in Atlanta.
Oh, damn. So you're going to Atlanta to possibly get your ass beat.
Yes.
In a rap battle.
Yes. Yes. And if I lose, do you know how many people? Oh man, if I lose this,
well, I hope you don't lose. I like you.
I'm not trying to lose. I'll say that.
Well, you have my support.
Anything
for what it's
thank
worth.
you.
You have my support.
Thank you very
I don't care.
much.
I don't care who it is. I'm pro Nate.
Thank you.
Pro Nathaniel.
Oh jeez. I remember being called Nathaniel over the loudspeaker in school because I did something, and I was like, I know I'm in trouble now. Like the lady said, Nathaniel Dennis. I'm like, yup, all right. All right.
Nathaniel, you're like, who's that? Who is that guy?
Right.
That guy's in trouble. Whoever that is, that guy's in
whoever
trouble.
that guy is, and then I heard
not me. It's not me. Oh man. So, I mean, growing up, did you think that the music field, the production, the beats, the rap battles, the songs? Did you think that was like part of who you were going to be, or did that come like
not
later?
at all?
Yeah.
Not at all. Maybe poetry. I always thought poetry, like spoken word poetry, would be a part of something I did, but I never really thought.
Kind of is.
Yeah, I guess it still is. But I thought that would be like just that, and maybe making beats would be the two things that I kept throughout my life. But I really surprised myself. Like I was really surprised at how many friends, not connections, because that sounds disingenuous. Like how many friends I've made from just making music or just making a beat or just sending like just talking to somebody. Like music really changed. Like I'm still a very hermetic person. Like I don't go out and hang out with people, but like I've still been able to connect with people and make friends with beats I've made and songs I've been featured on. So it's cool to see what music has brought. But I'm excited to see what else it brings.
It's also funny too that we're talking today specifically. 2 years ago, Dan Hopple posted on Facebook that he was in a gas station and he heard your song playing on Alt 92.1. 2 years today.
Wow.
Again, it's July 27th. 2 years today. We were playing your music on Alt 92.1, RIP. What was that like for you when you heard your music on the radio?
I was still surprised. I was like, I didn't think it would ever happen. I thought I was like, I'm going to submit the music and it's worth a shot. But hearing myself was weird because I genuinely do not like my voice.
No one does. I hate my voice too.
I sound like a radio announcer who's like just reluctantly doing his job. Just like he's like, listen, I always sound like I'm just done with my shift and like I'm waiting for everybody to let me go home. Yeah, like I hate my voice.
Well, I mean,
always have.
That's probably not a good thing if you're
no, probably not
in the vocal field.
But that's why I stopped making music. I was like, I'll make beats, but I don't make my solo music anymore. I'll make beats for other people and make songs with people. But
that's right. There's no local stations that are playing your genre anymore. It's terrible. We won't go there.
Because it's craziness.
It's sad. I miss it. It's that seriously was like the hour of the work week that did not get paid for, but it was seriously my favorite hour of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hands down. I had no business doing it. I had no professional training. I had none of that.
Mm-hmm.
All I had was a passion and an appreciation for the local arts and people like you and Gus and Amanda Rogan and Daniel Rosler, and the list goes on.
Right.
It's
And like you were there's there is a radio station out here that does hip hop, but I'm not a lot of people submit to it. That's the
what station's that?
problem.
I think you're breaking.
What you I always get it wrong. I don't want to say it wrong. It's not. It's you can hear me.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget the name of it. 90. Hold on. 99. It was the old WUSR
Not familiar.
in Scranton. It's in Scranton. I know that much. I know it's a DJ Rock on Radio. That's what it's called.
Okay.
But I don't know if I don't know how recently they've taken local submissions, but I know they do play hip hop. And I at one point they did take locals, but there's that. But what you did was really I got to learn and hear so many different people from our area, and that was like I didn't even know about these guys, and so that's what I appreciated about the most. I got to hear different people every time.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. I thought I had my finger on the pulse of the local scene when I started that show, and I was like, wow, I was way off. Like, I learned so many new bands myself, and got introduced to so many individuals, and you were definitely one of them too. It's just like it's crazy. It was a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it. I do miss it.
Yes.
But was that station you're talking about? Was that a college station?
It was. Now it's their station.
Cool.
And it's the same channel, but I don't know the new.
Maybe in the American station. And I think I could be very wrong, but if it's what I'm thinking of, the lead singer of the Boastfuls was the PD or running that station when he was in college there. I could have that completely wrong, and if I am, I apologize.
I'll double check and let you know.
Yeah, but you're making beats. You're making like that's.
Yes. Yep.
Talk a little bit about that process in that life.
Sometimes I make melodies, sometimes I find loops, and then I go from there. Just feel it out. I've been making beats since 2015 or 14, I guess. And then more recently I started selling them and then I started doing collaborations with artists from different countries, different parts of the country. So but the most popular ones is from my group. I have a group called Introvert Party, and we've been all doing collaborations, and we've gotten some pretty good feedback and pretty good streams numbers. So I'm proud of that. And then I've done stuff for other locals like Blade, Gus. I'm working on Gus's project with my friend Revenue. That's sounding really, really good because he's finally singing like I've always encouraged him to do. Like, he can rap. We all know he can rap, but he's really falling into this singing thing. So we're really trying to push him into that with our production on that. I'm working on an album. Yep.
Is that Gus you're referring to?
Yep, Gus.
I feel like you're Gus's like big brother.
I don't want to say that's how he treats me. I get that way. I feel that way too. He I don't know why.
Well, no, and I'll say this because I mean I've seen some podcasts that you guys have done together. I've seen some back and forth conversations online, and Gus is young. He's 21 years old or 22 or whatever it is. So you're 10 years older than he is, roughly. And I love Gus. He's a guy. He's ambitious. He hasn't become jaded yet from the world. So he has like this
excitement, natural.
I love it. I love it.
Dedication to it.
And you never like try and beat him down, or you never in a way try and make him like, hey dude, it's not what you think it is.
Right. I
But
let him figure it out. If he has a question about my
right.
experience with it, that's like that's how I treat it. Like if he wants, if he like, I never give advice unsolicited. Like if he wants it, if he has a question, he knows he can ask me, and we go from there. And if I don't know it, I'll find someone who knows.
Yeah.
That's I feel like as I get older, that's my job. I don't think my job was to be the guy in front of the camera. I think my job was to be. I think that's part of my job, to be like behind the scenes and help people get to where they want to go.
Yeah.
Uh, what's the word? Ancillary.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like I want to do. That's my job. I don't want to. I just want you to get. If you need to get there, I have this and this that can help you get there. Go on your way. That's my job.
Yeah, I remember
that's how I look at it.
He posted something about our area, northeastern Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
not being conducive or supportive of the hip hop genre, the rap genre, and he phrased it, and like I knew what he meant, but he kind of what he said online. He kind of it seemed like if you didn't know Gus, if you didn't know who he was, it seemed like he was putting the rock bands down. Now again,
mm-hmm.
I knew he wasn't doing that. I knew where he was coming from, but I remember you chiming in and being like, "Yo, bro, like you don't sound good. Like chill out, take a step back, think about what you're saying, and kind of redo that." So I just think
that part is funny to me because I was never that person when I was his age. I was never the voice of reason. And now that I'm older, it's like people laugh at me like, how are you? Like they see those interactions and they're like, you were the guy who dropped 12 diss tracks in 6 years. Like you were always fighting with someone. I'm like, I'm old now. I don't.
Yeah, we grow up. Yeah.
I'm old now. Like I have no problem with anybody. I get it. I take full accountability for the way I was acting back then. I wasn't mature. I wasn't like that. But now that I'm older, I have no problems with nobody. I don't want beef with nobody. I just want to make music and spend time with my family.
Well, that's what you're doing. So good for you. Yep. Living the dream.
Trying.
Now, is making beats, is that like a lucrative endeavor?
It's out of everything music related, I think making beats has made me the most money. I was able to pay my mortgage a couple months ago with just music money.
Good.
So awesome. that felt good. So if I can figure out a way to make that kind of money every time, every month, and like figure out a system where I can I hate the email marketing, and I hate the pushy posts. Like I don't want to feel like I'm selling you something. This music. It's art. Art isn't perfect. Art isn't cookie, like it isn't cookie cutter. Like it's so I that's my biggest problem with selling beats, because it feels, I don't know, plastic. Like I want people to like I don't know. Again, but it's how the world is right now. So I gotta adjust to that.
Right. And obviously you're creating beats for, people across the world, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty neat.
Yep. Yes, it's been fun. Like I think the furthest a beat of mine has gone is either the UK or somewhere in Russia or somewhere like that.
Oh, damn.
But but that was pretty cool when I first heard that.
And how do you get people? Because you just said like you're not big into the whole email marketing or targeting people.
They get on my BeatStars account. I posted when I'm on Twitter. I share my link and everything, and I guess whoever the person, I forget the name, whoever she was, she clicked on my link and she found the beat that she liked, and she said, I'll pay X amount of money for the exclusive, and she bought it, and then the rest was history.
That's cool. People finding you.
Yeah, making beats was always something I wanted to do, but it became something I had to do when producers from the area, because I was always producing, but I was still on my diss track thing, so people weren't really willing to work with me because they thought, what if we have an issue, he's going to diss me. So no one was willing to teach me those production things because I was hard headed. So that, like, now I feel the effects of that hard headedness, but now that I'm figuring it out, it's even it out, it's balanced out.
So talk a little bit about these diss tracks. Like, I mean, did people like call you Nathaniel and you're like, oh fuck that guy, I'm gonna teach you?
It's a very very things like they called me obsessed with the internet. They called me, one guy called me a meth addict. No, a dope fiend. And at the time, I was 220 pounds. I'm like, I'm the most overweight. No, but I'm like, I'm a little bit too lively for that anyway. But I've been called some pretty creative things. My favorite line that I ever heard is you're something fucking disgusting, like your obsession with fat broads. And I'm like, well, I already made a song about that, so you're not really saying anything creative. All right, but okay, but yeah, like there's been some pretty creative stuff said about me. Not gonna lie.
Now, is that on a local level here where we live, or okay? And where did you drop these diss tracks at?
SoundCloud, YouTube. There's some actually. I was actually bold enough and put one on Spotify and all the main big platforms. But yeah, they're all over.
Are they still there?
Yeah,
I could find them right now if I wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
Sweet, Nate Will.
Yep.
Oh, sweet, can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, great.
Yeah, listen to these. Next time someone like hates on me, I'm gonna hire you. Like, oh yeah.
No.
Get Nate.
If you want to listen to a project, a full project from me, it's on SoundCloud. It's called Soulful Psycho.
I think I'm aware of that. Soulful. I'll write it down just in case.
It's like a compilation of all the songs I've ever done. Most of them, because I couldn't find all of them. But it's pretty. Everything's pretty recent of the newer stuff that I'd put on there. But yeah, it's a pretty. You can hear my evolution, I guess.
That's cool. I like that idea. You know, you can kind of the start and the finish, or the evolution, like you said.
Yeah, like my voice in like with the first song, which is funny enough, my first song ever was a diss track. Ever. Right. And it wasn't even my beat. It was my friends, but they said my name in the song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I started my rap career. I should have known.
Diss tracks by Nate, and obviously your name's Nate, but you have you go by this persona, Nate Will. What is that all about?
The funny thing is, someone actually said it to me, and in a conversation, I was really down, and I live. Let me emphasize that I live with bipolar disorder, and a lot of times I get really in my head. And one day I was talking to somebody, and they said to me, "You won't, but Nate will." And I went, "What?" And then like he said, "Yeah, it's a play in your name, but think about it. You won't, but Nate will. Own that." And I just stepped away from that conversation. I'm like, that works. That makes sense. And I just stuck with it from there. And then I had my friend Chris make it a beat tag, and that's when it's been from then.
That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, it's probably the best rap name that I've had. The other ones were trash.
Well, share them. What? Oh, did I lose you? Oh no.
I was midnight run. You got me?
Yeah, you're
Hello?
back. You're back, I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. You there? Oh no. Oh no.
Run. And I was something else. Uh
I think the storm's coming your way. Think you're breaking up. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Is he back? Is Nate back? I think you're on mute.
all right. All right. I'm good.
All
There
right,
we
you're
go.
back. Okay. I
Oh,
think the
yeah.
storm might be coming your way.
Yep.
Maybe we should wrap this up
Okay, cool.
before. But you were saying, what were we just say?
Midnight Run, it was my nickname.
Oh, some of your bad names.
Midnight Run was probably the worst.
Midnight.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man.
Horrible.
Well, hey,
I was just. Go ahead.
no, that's funny. But maybe I'll give some of your night back to your family if the storm's coming your way.
Yep. Yeah, I can hear it. But
all right.
But it was great talking to you, bro.
Yeah, man. Where can people find your rap battle? Where can people find you online?
It's ESZ versus Nate Will on it's Step Your Ink Game Up on YouTube. And you just type in Nate Will beats if you're looking for beats for your mixtape, album, EP, whatever.
Cool. Well, best of luck. Your rap battle at the end of August, and then obviously your 3-rounder that you're traveling all the way to Atlanta for. Mm-hmm. Again, you have my support. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's I don't even know a big name rapper. I don't even care if it's Eminem. I got you, Nate.
Would never. That would be a horror. That would be a good loss. Never mind. That would be a great loss.
That'd be great for your career. It wouldn't even matter. You could get on stage and shit your pants. You will gain new followers.
Someone already did that. That's the funny part. There's a battle rapper named Daylight. He did that during a battle.
Oh, Daylight, man, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Daylight.
He's funny. You would like him.
That's funny. Cool, man. Well, best of luck again with everything.
Thank you.
Your rap battle that's online is cool. Again, my favorite line. You're ugly and can't rap.
Rap. Pick
a struggle.
Can I make a few shout outs real quick?
Hell yeah.
Shout out to KDZ. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to PMG Pyro. Stefan, Ashley, my wife Elizabeth, my son Nathaniel, Eliana, Casey, Felicia, Mason. That's everybody. I think I can think off the top of my head. But thank you again for having me.
Thank you, dude. And hopefully I will see you sooner than later.
Definitely. We will.
All right, man. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you soon. All right. See ya.